The Beauty and the Beast, an African Tale. Once upon a time, in a vibrant African village nestled between rolling green hills and a shimmering lake, there lived a wealthy but proud merchant. He had three daughters, each beautiful in her own way, but the youngest, Amara, was known not just for her outer beauty, but also for her kind and humble heart. One day, the merchant set off on a long journey to trade his goods. Before he left, he asked each of his daughters what they would like as a gift upon his return. The eldest asked for fine golden jewelry, the second for silk garments, but Amara simply said, "Father, bring me the most beautiful flower you can find." The merchant smiled and set off. His journey was long and treacherous, and as he neared home, he realized he had forgotten Amara's request. While passing through a dense forest, he stumbled upon a magnificent garden. It was unlike anything he had ever seen, lush with exotic plants and bursting with the scent of flowers. In the center of the garden stood a single, radiant golden lily. Thinking of Amara, he reached out to pluck it. Suddenly, a deep voice boomed. "Who dares to steal from my garden?" The merchant turned and saw a massive, fearsome creature emerge from the shadows. It was covered in fur, with eyes like embers and horns that curled like a ram's. The creature growled, "You may take the flower, but in return, you must send one of your daughters to live with me in my palace, or else you will pay with your life." Terrified, the merchant agreed and fled home with the flower. When he returned, he tearfully told his daughters of the creature's demand. Amara, understanding her father's peril, said, "I will go, father. Do not worry. Perhaps the creature is not as terrible as he seems." Amara's journey. The next morning, Amara set off alone into the forest. The trees whispered encouragement as if sensing her bravery. At last, she arrived at a grand palace hidden among the trees. It was made of ivory and gold, glittering in the sunlight. Inside, the beast awaited her. His appearance was frightening, but his voice was gentle as he welcomed her. "You are free to roam the palace and the gardens. I will not harm you," he promised. Days turned into weeks, and Amara discovered that the beast was not cruel. He was kind, wise, and lonely. They spent their evenings talking under the stars, and Amara found herself laughing at his stories and marveling at his knowledge. One day, the beast asked, "Amara, do you think you could ever care for me, despite my appearance?" Amara hesitated but said honestly, "You are kind and good, but I miss my family." The beast allowed her to visit her family but warned, "You must return in 7 days or I will die of heartbreak." The temptation. When Amara returned home, her sisters were jealous of the fine clothes and jewels the beast had gifted her. They tricked her into staying longer than 7 days, insisting the beast was only manipulating her. But on the 8th day, Amara felt a deep pain in her heart. She realized she missed the beast terribly. The transformation. Amara rushed back to the palace only to find the beast lying still in the garden, surrounded by the flowers he loved. "Oh no," she cried. "You cannot leave me. I do care for you, more than anyone else in the world." As her tears fell on his fur, a golden light surrounded the beast. His form began to change, and before her stood a handsome young prince. "I was cursed," he explained, "to remain a beast until someone loved me for who I truly am. Your kindness and honesty broke the spell." From that day forward, the prince and Amara ruled the land together. Their palace became a haven of joy and kindness, and their story was passed down for generations, a tale of bravery, love, and seeing beyond appearances. And they lived happily ever after.